welcome to Holiday Homestead. We are going to start doing little homestead updates and to show you guys kind of an overview of what's been going on around here. We've had a lot going on. We've got a new little goose. We've got some turkeys and built a turkey shelter. We have some pigs. Our orchard is growing and we've started some seeds in the winter sowing method. So we're just going to take you around the homestead, show you what we've been working on, and I hope you enjoy. Behind me you can see our pig shelter, and that's been working out great. I come out here in the morning and they're all piled up under there sleeping. One thing that we have noticed is with the electric fence, they do get out when it gets really, really wet. So when it rains a lot, I don't know if it shorts the electricity out or something, but the kids have spent so much time with them, and we spend enough time with them feeding them, that as soon as they see us, they come running right up to us, and then we put them back in the fence and we're good to go. And of course, we have a whole video on how we did the pig shelter. We'll link that in the description below as well. And also the first day that we got the pigs, and you can see the kids play with them and stuff, and it was really sweet. Update on the bottles. We're just looking through all these, and some of them, can you see through there? Mm-hmm. Some of them are coming. This is one of my Roma tomatoes. A lot of the Roma tomatoes haven't popped up yet. I think our nights have just been kind of cool, so some of these are just taking a little while. A lot of my Polish tomatoes have come up and they're doing really well, but a lot of them haven't come up at all. So this little guy, he just came up, and it's been probably a month or so, but I think just with the cooler nights, it's taking a little bit longer for them to grow than I originally thought it was going to. The days have been pretty nice, but the nights have been cool. My Polish tomatoes are bigger and they're doing better, but none of my peppers have come up yet. I'm trying not to get too worried about timing, and of course I can always buy some seeds later, but for right now we're just going to wait on these, because I'm pretty sure that in the next week or so the nights are going to be warmer and they'll start coming up again pretty soon. Okay, so we got some fig trees. We actually got them about 2 weeks ago and we haven't gotten them in the ground yet. Fig trees tend to bush out a little bit more, so I'm not really sure where we want to put them in the orchard, and we're still trying to figure that out, but I'm super excited to have figs in a couple of years. So we're standing in the orchard, and this year we put our meat chickens through that.
From the time they got outside in the chicken tractor to the time we processed them, it's probably about 6 weeks or so, yeah, I guess, about 6 weeks. We just moved them around day to day through here, and we immediately saw the results of this in the winter months, even when it got cold and the hay field surrounding the orchard was brown and dead looking, and then the orchard was pretty green and nice from all that nitrogen and such that the manure put in for us. So everything's looking really good this spring.
We're gonna link in the description below the video of us moving our chickens through the orchard, so you can see how we had that all set up. So behind me, this poor little peach tree, it's like half dead. So a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, we lost a couple of trees, and it's partly because we moved houses. And between that and some pest problems and things, we lost a couple of trees. So what we decided to do was move our orchard back closer to our house. So most of the trees did really well with that. And then with moving the chickens through and all of that, it helped a lot too. This tree, we need to trim off some of the dead stuff. He didn't do quite as well. We transplanted them last year and we didn't get any fruit last year, but I'm excited to see how they do this year, especially with running the chickens through here. This is one of our apple trees. We're these guys, the wood shavings, put new shavings down, clean out their food and their water. But these are our 8 little turkeys. They're doing really well. They can't go outside until they're 8 weeks old, and they're about 2.5 weeks old. Okay, all cleaned up food, cleaned out their water. I come down in the morning, usually late afternoon, and then before we go to bed. We wanted to try raising our own turkey, some to just have for like a turkey dinner, and then we actually really want to try smoking the turkey breast and kind of making our own lunch meat. So that's going to kind of be an experiment that we're going to try out. Dennis built this really nice turkey tractor.
Yeah, mobile roost.
Mobile roost. So we are really excited to have that when they come outside. They can go outside at about 8 weeks old, so they'll still be in the brooder for about 4 to 5 weeks.
All right, so here's our mobile turkey roost. Finished it up yesterday. It's very similar to the chickshaw design that we have for our chicken coop. You can very easily lift it up and walk with it. I mean, it's incredibly light. Even our children can move it without any effort at all almost. We do have a video of how I put it together, so if you're interested in the dimensions more and some of the details of the process of building it, check out the video. We'll put the link in the description.
All of these cool weather vegetables I started from seed under the grow lights. I'm so excited to have started these on my own. It's the first time I've been successful with that. Definitely check out the video on how I started the seeds with the grow lights in the basement. It was easy, it was cheap, and it worked really well. These plants are doing great. Our strawberries are doing really well. They're starting to come in. They're just starting to come in. I've been weeding in there a little bit off and on, but they pretty much take care of themselves at this point. Just get out some of the bigger weeds, and we're getting ready to get some strawberries. Here's my new strawberry patch. I put in 40 more plants this year that I transplanted out of the larger patches and put over here. All of them except for one took, so I'm really happy about that. And then that will fill in over this year, and by next year look not as filled in as those over there, but it'll definitely be a lot more filled in, so we'll have a lot of strawberries in the future. My potatoes are doing well. They're coming up through the ground, through the hay, so I'm really excited about that. Not all of them have come up yet, but we're getting there. I'm really excited. I didn't know if I put too much hay down, but they're doing well. Yesterday I also planted a row of beans. Last year I had a row and a half, and we had so many green beans. So this year I planted 1 row because we'll still have some left over from last year. I'm letting my Brussels sprouts flower because the seeds that I started that were my own seeds did way better and came up faster than any of the ones that I bought from the store. So I'm gonna keep doing that as much as I can. I got a couple of tomatoes in the ground. Some of these were given to me from a farm, and then I planted 2 of my own that I did from seed under the grow lights. So yesterday we were able to get our cattle panels up. So one problem with extending my strawberry patch was I actually lost garden space. I kind of didn't think about that when I was doing it. So these cattle panels will have all of my tomatoes. As they continue to come up in the bottles, I will be putting them out here, and I won't be waiting for them to come up all at one time, but I'll just be putting them out here. And then this center row is going to be where my Roma tomatoes go, some peppers, and I'll squeeze some okra in there. Another project that we're going to be working on soon is getting some hose lines run through the garden. That is one thing that I always have trouble keeping up with, is watering. Partly because the tomatoes really do not like when you water overhead, especially in hot, humid climates. They can get blight. So then I'm stuck using a bucket and going around and watering each tomato plant. And when you have 50 of them, it takes forever. So I've had some drip lines, but I didn't have enough. So this year we are going to be ordering some drip lines, cutting them to the length that we want, and then basically putting in like a homemade watering system. So I'm really excited about that because I can put a timer on for like an hour or 2 hours a night, and we can keep up with the watering. So this pile of stuff came from us clearing out all these trees back here. So this was just a full grown in hedge, and I've been wanting to get it cleaned out for a while. We had the pigs back here for a little bit over on the other side, and they didn't really like walking through the prickers and stuff to get in and root it up. So we actually have cleaned that out. We might run the pigs through here now to kind of root up some of the leftovers and kind of kill that so it doesn't grow back. Makes our pathway really nice. And then we have a nice view of the garden in the shade. Maybe put a bench back here.
So this is basically what the entire hedge looked like. It was just overgrown with these small little bush-like trees that sprawl out. So basically what you saw there was the leftover part of the hedge that hasn't been done yet. And it's just completely overgrown with these sprawling trees, as I mentioned. Lot of vines and prickers and junk in there. But basically, you know, we've worked the past couple weeks on clearing out 3/4 of it. And so we're really looking forward to wrapping this up and clearing it up. We're hoping to put a barn down in this area later this year, hopefully, is the goal. So we're gonna, you know, continue to clear it out, get the pigs in here, maybe to do a little bit of rooting around, as Ruth mentioned. Maybe pull a couple stumps here or there, and then do some grading, and then get ready for the barn. So
we moved our 3 chicks and Lucky outside yesterday. So we use this chicken tractor for a lot more than just our meat birds. When our little laying hens are ready to come outside, we use it, and they're pretty small, so we put around our electric netting just for an extra protection for predators. Lucky's so tall he can almost touch the top of the chicken tractor with his head, but at least now he's on grass and they're outside and it's brighter and more fresh air. Also, they're out of the basement because the basement was getting dirty.
So thank you guys for watching our spring update. We will definitely have another update in the summer months to come. Then it'll be a little different for sure. We'll have our turkeys outside, and the pigs hopefully will be a little bigger, and the garden will be hopping for sure. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.
And definitely check out the videos that we link in the description below so you can see how we did each thing. And yeah, we'll see you again soon.
Bye-bye.